Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hush Hallows Flashback, a Monster of the Week story here on Dice Priori. Um, I am Matthew Foreman. I will be playing Franklin Hart tonight. We both use he/him pronouns. Franklin Hart is a mundane, also known as Frankie. Before we get started, just a couple of quick channel announcements. We've got this going on Tuesday nights. Wednesdays, you're going to look out for the return of Tales from Bushari later this month, in about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, depending. And on Saturdays, we still have Cold Suns going, and on Monday, we got Goon Saloon with Invisible Sun. We appreciate you all joining us here tonight. We're here. This is a part of the finale of the Retro arc, but not a finale of Hush Hallows. And yeah, thanks all y'all so much for joining us. I'm going to pass it over to Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am Roisin Byrne, who also uses she, her pronouns, and I'm using the Initiate playbook. Maria!
Hello. I am Maria. I use they and she pronouns. I can be found on the internet as Happy Capster, most everywhere. And tonight, I am playing Hector Bartholomew, who uses he and him pronouns. And for this retro flashback arc is using the Seeker playbook. And I will throw it to Alexis.
Hi, I'm the disembodied voice of Alexis. You can find me at VoxFanato on the Twitters and here. Often. I use she, her pronouns. And this evening, I'm going to be playing Andromeda, who uses she, they pronouns and is using the Chosen playbook. And also, isn't human, but is a Gorgon. Has snake's fur hair. And wears a wig to go out in public. Emma? Did Emma go? Okay. Mario went. Ty. I'm doing great.
I'm Ty. I use he and pronouns. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. And I am the keeper for this flashback arc and for all arcs here in Hush Hallows. Last week, 3 weeks ago, when we were in the retro arc of Hush Hallows, the Shadow Wolves had just finished a first meeting with Elle. Hector had a one-on-one conversation then and then a little bit later as well. Making a connection with him. The rest of the party kind of discussed ways to go forward and what they thought of that meeting and perhaps being cautious around him or maybe trying to extend a friendly hand. Frankie went out to party it up as he did. When he was driving back, he saw a glint in the forest, which turned out to be a hatch that led down into a tunnel. When he finally arrived back, it was very late, so he decided to grab Roisin, everyone else was asleep, and head back to that hatch. And that is where we resume this evening. After I stop this sweet, sweet jazz.
No, wait, the jazz is soothing.
Oh, the jazz is comforting, I know.
It's a nice little blanket.
Roisin and Frankie, it is the absolute dead of night, and the two of you are in a strange tunnel underneath a hatch that Frankie happened upon. Roisin, you have just investigated using your supernatural powers and confirmed some of the feelings you may already had about this place, seeing some oddness in the ground, which I believe was referred to as some fleshy bits and appendages and bones and eyes, and your hands are covered in blood, though Frankie's are not. What do you two do? Well, Frankie just left. Frankie's gone. So, I mean, you're alone.
I'm on my own. I had already explained, Frankie, did I already explain to you, or Matthew, did I explain Frankie about the blood? We went through that, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you two are down there, having just...
Oh, man.
There aren't actual screens.
So
this is just
much.
a powerful track, but yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, man. This is wicked weird.
It's It's it is an unsafe environment, I would say.
What do you suppose is down here?
She like holds up her hands. I would assume possibly death or life, depending on how you look at blood. Both.
I have a hunch that it's like valuable or like useful to us somehow.
I have a hunch that it could kill us if it wanted to.
Yeah, but it's gonna be useful in the meantime.
Okay, so are you saying you'd like to continue forward into this?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way I didn't. I noticed it out of the corner of my eye for a reason, you know?
Right. Sometimes we notice things that, well, okay, yeah, all right. I can't guarantee how far into this I'm gonna go. I like adventure, but I am not quite yet prepared to depart this planet.
Yeah, you know, I don't think we know enough yet to go report back. It's not really proper reconnaissance, you know. So let's just go in just a little further and see if we can find something. That's all.
Like, if Frankie starts walking, she's just standing there like, find something? What else are we gonna find?
Okay, yeah. Frankie, you're just heading forward, and Roisin, you're behind?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm like going very gingerly.
Okay. You're keeping an eye out. You can, if you were kind of trying to keep an eye out during this, you can either read a bad situation or investigate while you're doing this, and Frankie, you can just keep walking casually if you want to.
I am.
Cool.
Yeah, I for sure would like to monitor our surroundings.
Yeah, I would probably read a bad situation.
Great. Boy, that's a failure.
It's fine. Mark experience.
Great.
You are trying to keep an eye out, but it is dark once again. What are you guys using as light here? Again, I know we have discussed this before, but it's a flashlight, I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got a flashlight.
Like before, it's not providing super solid light. The light bends and twists. Sometimes, like you saw before, Frankie, where it becomes more snake-like. Other times, it just splits off in every direction without any sort of rhyme or reason. Sometimes it's muted to a point where it's barely like an ember. So it is not really lighting the way very much. So Roisin, you are either A, distracted, or B, cannot see what's coming next. Frankie, you need to keep it cool.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That I can do.
Good.
I mean, I guess I'll spend one of my holds to give me a +2.
Okay.
I'm glad I did 7. Jesus
Fantastic.
fucking
A
Christ.
mixed success.
Yeah.
Start.
Jesus.
Let me think about the hard choice you'll have to make. You can put you and Roisin together in a not great position, or put yourself in a worse position if it's just you.
And like, Roisin won't be in a.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll take the ladder.
The latter were just, yeah. So, Roisin, what you kind of see, and Frankie, what happens to you? Frankie, as you're taking a step forward, the ground immediately gives way, and you feel your balance shift as you begin to fall. The dirt above and below you begins to rumble, and you see the opening rapidly closing.
Oh, I don't think this is very good for me.
You see him falling forward, and there doesn't seem to be any ground where he is, Roisin.
Okay, great.
And you are once again in a tunnel, and that both the edges of the tunnel are now beginning to close.
Okay. Can I use a I don't know if this would work here. I want to try to use my Jinx move, which can interfere, but it can help hunters by interfering with the enemy. Are we considering the ground an enemy?
It isn't from the spooky, or is it from the Hexploit book? It's from the spooky.
Yeah.
This is helping them by giving them +1 forward is what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Yeah, you could do that.
Great. Okay. 11.
Very good. So you get to hold 2. You are spending the first one to do what exactly?
I want to give them +1 forward by interfering with the enemy. So I brought my gun with me, I think. Did I bring my gun? Oh, I might not have.
You did not bring your gun. You can use.
Can I use
Tell
my
me
axe?
what kind of what?
My axe? I brought my axes though.
Well, it's magic. So tell me how magically you're kind of like what you use to kind of try to help in this situation.
I guess what I would do is, how would I magically help here? I think that I would try to use some more, I don't know if this would work, use some more Hellbore on myself to see if I can see something that he may not see so that I can interfere that way. See something that, like, I wouldn't normally be able to see.
Sure. Yeah, as you apply this to yourself once more in whatever fashion you did previously, you see ahead of you, Frankie's body beginning to fall forward. You see about 3 feet above where the top of this tunnel kind of is. You see 2, what looks to be red orbs, about fist-sized. And you see the outline of teeth above and below.
No.
You also see a...
I
leave. Okay, fair. You also see a massive tongue that is beginning to move towards Frankie.
Wow.
So he's like in a mouth right now. Is that
He's
what you're
in a
saying?
mouth.
He's in a mouth.
Well,
Great.
you know he's in a mouth. He probably doesn't know that yet.
No, I know he's in a mouth.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So I want to interfere with this. So now that I see that that's there, I'm going to take... How close are the eyes to me? Are they like way above me?
They're above you, and it looks like they're in like... This is the tunnel. They're above, so you don't have any line of sight. It's just with your magic you're able to see this. You don't see. The only thing you can see with your actual you can't see anything with your actual eyes now. If you had a flashlight, you think you could see the tongue. That's about where your field of vision is with this tunnel.
Got it. Okay. I guess then if I want to interfere and help him out, then I guess I could try. I mean, I could say goodbye to one of my axes and toss one down at the tongue. Although I don't know if that would cause harm. That's not what I'm trying to do.
You could say you just throw it, and that's how if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that. Throw an axe and say that distracted it enough for Frankie to get a +1.
Okay.
That's
then
what if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Frankie, you see as you fall, you see an axe fly by your side. You hear a low bellow as it connects with something, and you feel just fetid breath on your face as you continue to fall.
What? Oh no, that's not good. I guess Frankie would like try to take his hockey stick out of his back and just like use it to soften his landing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can soften your landing. Absolutely, you don't really need to roll for that. Mm-hmm. You don't take any damage from the fall currently, but you land on a squishy, uneven surface that is moving a little bit. So you do use the hockey stick to soften it and gain your balance, but it is hard footing here.
Where are the teeth? Are they above me or below me?
So you're now on a tongue, and these teeth are closing the gap between you and Roshin.
Listen, you gotta ask consent before you try to swallow this. I'm gonna try to climb out.
Okay, yeah, roll. You can roll tough to try to climb out, or I'll let you use act under pressure.
Okay. I got +1 forward.
Yes, you're +1 for the next roll, whatever it is.
Okay. I got. What would Frankie do? What would Frankie do? What would Frankie do? What would Frankie do? Yeah. No. That's what Frankie. Yeah. That was what Frankie would do. Sorry, I'm debating on whether to spend my last hold to get another +2. Yeah, okay. 8!
8, a mixed success. Is your goal here is to climb out?
Yeah.
Is your kind of what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Using your hockey stick. You run along the tongue, trying to use the hockey stick for balance, and kind of try to like shove it through the mouth before it closes entirely. It is lodged in a tooth. You do not find yourself on the opposite end. You do not have a hold. You have a hockey stick jammed between the teeth. You do feel the tongue on your leg as you were hanging there. Roshin, what do you do?
Okay, I'm getting in the headspace now. I was confused. So I am going to take out of my bag, it's a jar that's larger than the other jars that I've used, and in it there are nails with runes on them and blood, as well as angelica and chili pepper and black salt. And I'm going to throw it really hard down its throat, and it functions as like, it's not necessarily like a banishing agent, but it does function as like protection, because typically evil things don't like chili pepper or spicy shit.
Interesting. Yeah, roll it.
Ten. Yes.
Yeah, what effect magically are you trying to exactly achieve here?
I am trying to...
Well, it sounds like you're trying to use
stop.
something similar to banishing, or...
Yeah, it's just that I know that with something this large, I'm not going to be able to banish it. I think I'm trying to have it back off, really.
Yeah. Okay. This happens, and you got a 10, so it happens without any sort of glitch, but as you throw this thing down and you hear that same loud bellow, even louder now than before, and Frankie, you feel something wet hit the side of your body as this thing goes off. But as it recoils and backs off a little bit, the mouth is now nearly closed with Frankie on the other side.
I hate that.
Frankie, you are not in a great spot, and you feel the tongue now wrapped almost all the way up to your thigh, and it is pulling pretty hard. You are at a point where it's near dislocating.
I'm gonna try to pop a tooth out and climb out that way.
Yeah. Roll it. Probably tough.
Okay. 7, mixed success.
Okay. On a 7, you are going to do some harm to this thing, and it's going to inflict some harm back. You can negate the harm, and I'll let you crack a tooth, basically, if you're not... because...
I want to get out of here, so I'll take the harm.
Okay. Well, that's what I mean. For you cracking the tooth, it won't cause harm to the monster, but you'll kind of create an escape, if that makes sense.
Yep, exactly, yep.
Yeah, you see you kind of use the hockey stick in such an angle, one of the tooth begins to crack a little bit, and not necessarily break out entirely, but a large enough chip to where now, as it's closing on the entryway, you can see Roshin. Your leg is now popped out of the socket. As you now have your arms on, like, one on the hockey stick, pulling yourself out, the other, like, on the tooth as you are fighting against this tongue.
Okay.
Your leg out of a socket.
Ow! That doesn't feel good. Oh, that reminds me of when I was back in track. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna climb the fuck out of that mouth.
You are still wrapped up. Roshin, are you gonna help at all?
No, I'll watch.
Cool.
Yeah, so I can't really see, can I see that his leg is wrapped up in this thing?
I think you would have enough to where you can notice he's not like down climbing out of something. He's like being pulled and trying to pull himself through.
Got it.
Oh, and you do take 1 harm, Frankie, mechanically, but your leg is also out of socket.
Okay. I'm saying that because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Because she's panicking. Because she's not cool. So I guess what she will try to do then is... she is going to use another concoction of hers to cause... She's going to try to throw it directly on the tongue to cause like a burning fire sensation in the hopes that it'll let go.
Sure, roll it.
If it hurts enough. Please don't fuck this up. 11.
Good. Yeah, you throw it into the crack, like right beside Frankie. It hits the tongue. Frankie, you feel it. You can still have a feeling in your leg. It loosens as you like throw yourself through into this opening. You find yourself on the ground, like right in front of Roisin. As you do, the mouth begins to open up again, and the ground begins to give way. As you guys have a moment to make an escape. If that is your plan.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got enough information. I'll stand up. I'll stand up on one leg and start to jump away.
I mean, I'm gonna help him with his.
Nah, I'm fine. I use the hockey.
All right, old man. Whatever.
One of you needs to roll a act under pressure to do this.
I'll do this.
Or both of you can. I'll let either one.
No, I think he should.
Oh.
10.
Excellent. Yeah, you with the adrenaline and with the hockey stick as a crutch, you like throw yourself up that ladder, and with Roisin following. You see the tongue like dart as you guys just make it up the ladder, and it begins to retract as you find yourself right near the hatch where you entered.
Oh wow, that thing tried to eat me, like I was a pepperoni.
Yeah, it was horrifying. It was huge.
Yeah.
That was a huge mouth.
Yeah. Listen, it's not the first time a big mouth wanted a piece of me. You know what I'm saying?
she laughs and goes for a fist bump.
Hey!
We need to get you to a hospital.
Yeah, I'm actually unstable. Hey, it's me again.
It's your boy Frankie. You got a frequent flyer pass something here.
I got fucking They have a room just reserved for me.
Amazing. Fuck.
Yeah, you guys drove here, so you drive to the Silent Heart Hospital and get Frankie stabilized.
Is there it doesn't really matter, but it kind of does. Is there any like goo or grossness on Frankie?
With Frankie rolled a 10 on the escape. Frankie, you have a small fragment of bone. Tooth. That is lodged in your arm that you didn't even notice from the pain.
But there's no slime anywhere?
No.
Mucus? Saliva?
No. None of that. He seems strangely dry. Frankie.
Nothing worse than a dry mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Only you, Frankie, could be talking like that with a dislocated leg having almost been swallowed by a massive monster.
Yeah, I think I'm in shock.
I think it's also just you.
Yeah.
Great.
The adrenaline's giving up soon. I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, the nurse administers a little morphine and pops your leg back into place, and they set you up in the bed so you can stabilize and heal one.
Great.
I shall now call in my uncle to come and bail us out of trouble as Frankie
Uncle Joey!
Uncle Joey, I need your help.
Yeah, and you stay there the night. Roisin, are you going to stay with Frankie? Or are you going to go back?
I would do whatever. If he wanted me to stay, I'd absolutely stay. If he was like, get the hell out of here, then I would go. It's up to Frankie.
No, go. I'll be fine here. Just go tell him what happened. Tell him I'm okay.
Can I have the tooth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dry.
Pull it out of his arm.
Dry tooth.
Love a dry tooth.
Dry and toothy, not what you want.
Not what we're looking for.
You hate to see it.
Terrible combination. Reminds me of this one time in college.
Yeah.
Frankie, you on painkillers, you fall. It is now also like 3 a.m. now. You fall asleep. And Roshin, you make your way back to Meaty Morsels, where everyone is very asleep.
I'm about to do the same. I mean, I'm probably going to change my clothes.
Okay.
Get the blood off my hands. Did they question me about that at the hospital? I'm going to guess no. Fine.
No.
And make sure that the tooth is wrapped up and put away and sleep.
Okay. Yeah, you sleep for the night, as do the rest of you. You heal 1 harm if you haven't already.
I thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Good. And you all wake up the next morning at Meaty Morsels.
Except for Frankie, who's in the
Except for
hospital.
Frankie, who's not there.
But it's not unusual that Frankie's not here.
Yeah, Frankie does come
Frankie
and go.
does
He
his
doesn't
own
like
thing.
always hang his hat here.
Yes, but we might ask questions when we see the note that they went.
Oh no, Roshin would have picked that up. Otherwise,
Okay.
y'all would have been running there, and we were here, and that would have been bad.
Okay.
What a whoopsie.
What a big,
Yeah.
big
Okay, oh, bouquet of whoopsie daisies. So I guess are you around like 10 or 11? You all make your way down to the foyer.
Okay, well.
Sans Frankie.
Well, I got like so many hours of quality rest. How is everyone else feeling?
Roshin looks like shit. Just FYI, she looks
I
ragged
had a
and
headache,
tired.
but what? Did you not have a good sleep, Roshin? Do you need coffee? I can
I
make
maybe
more
got some
coffee.
extra pillows if you need
I
something.
can make more coffee. You
spruce
want some
that up.
coffee?
I would love more pillows. I would love some coffee. I do have a story to tell you all.
Okay. I'm gonna go make just a giant, just like an industrial amount of coffee.
Gretchen grabs some pillows. Puts them around you.
Amazing. I hold on to them.
Did you try shrooms again?
No. No.
Okay.
I won't make that mistake again.
Kind of have that look.
So Frankie is not currently in the house. I want to start off by saying that he's fine. As am I. Thank you for asking. But we went on a bit of an adventure last night. The short version is that Frankie found a hatch that led underground. We just wanted to check it out. The long story is that we encountered something horrifying, and Frankie almost died being eaten by a massive monster that tried to consume him, but in the process dislocated his leg. So he's at the hospital.
Oh, gods.
I do have a tooth, though, and she looks over at Hector.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a whole tooth because
a fragment,
they
yeah.
were huge, but I have a part of a tooth. It's
Like
downstairs in your lab.
Oh,
How big were the teeth?
About yay.
So it's larger than my head.
Oh.
and where exactly were you again?
In the woods.
You said there was you were underground.
There was a hatch that you could literally open and
Just
go.
in the
There was a
woods.
ladder. I went down into tunnels, and I wanted to check out what was really there. So and she looks over at Andromeda and like winks. It's terrifying.
Oh,
It's a bad
that
place.
explains it.
It's a bad place down there.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, well.
There was blood on my hands that didn't get on Frankie's. There were fleshy bits. The light bends down there.
Did it bend before or after you,
The whole time. Every
well.
single part of the time. And the mouth. He fell into a mouth. It had
How do you-
eyes and teeth and a huge tongue, and nothing I threw at it did anything to it.
Okay.
To say that's
huge.
disconcerting is
Did you
kind of an
try-
understatement.
Did you try violence?
I threw an axe at it. I lost an
Okay.
axe last night.
Shit. Did the
I didn't like hit the teeth or anything. Frankie chipped part of the tooth, but it dislocated his leg by tongue.
Oh God.
Tongue.
Okay. Did it bleed?
I didn't see it, but I also didn't hit any fleshy bits. I don't know what happened with the axe. I threw a warding banishing concoction at it that barely, I mean, it was like it was slapping away a mosquito. And he was dry. Like there was no saliva. I think that's weird. Wicked weird.
I would turn to Gresham and say, have you heard of anything like that? This seems big.
This seems very big. No, I haven't heard of any. This is a little bigger than my pay grade. I don't really know where to start. I've been going down there.
No. No.
The tooth. Fang-like, molar-like.
Sharp. They were all sharp.
Like
Sharp.
one,
teeth almost.
just one row or multiple rows?
One row. One top, one bottom. But sharp.
Okay.
Shark-like teeth.
Do, like, reptiles tend to have drier mouths? Do we
No.
know this? Snakes? That kind of thing?
All mouths need saliva of some way, shape, or form. Whether it's
You
full
would
of
think.
bacteria or not, it's a part of the, you know.
You would think, yet apparently.
I don't think this was.
Doesn't seem very
It also,
physical.
it only looked like the ground. It was just the ground. Like the only reason I saw it is because I did some things to see it. Otherwise, it was the ground.
Like
Alive,
ground
that's
teeth?
great.
Ground teeth, yes. I think that's the technical term for it. That had big red eyes that were very high up. This thing was huge.
So I hate. I don't hate. You might not like this suggestion, everyone. But there is someone who might know more than we do.
So why don't you meet with them and ask?
I wanted to get your all opinion.
I mean, my first thought is this something that somebody conjured into the world on accident or on purpose and not accident? I don't know. And by someone, I mean...
If he did, he needed a team to do this because it was in tunnels that were... It was the tunnels that were weird, and we couldn't even see how far ahead it went.
I can meet with them and I can at least see if this is something they've encountered before, even if they haven't, actively caused it to appear or accidentally caused it to appear. Maybe they've been in the town long enough, probably longer than most of us.
Yeah. Hey, Gretchen wasn't with us when we went out and met with Elle the first time. Like, the only time. Was she? Or
I
was
don't
she?
think
I don't
so.
think so. Yeah.
Maybe you take Gretchen?
I mean, looks
Sure.
to Hector.
I just feel
Okay.
weird about us being alone with this person. Until
Well-
we really know more.
Or
And
brings
I'm not the person to go with, so.
no, or bring somebody that they have seen. I don't. It could go either direction if
I
he's.
would say Frankie, but Frankie's
I know.
Someone should also check on Frankie and make sure he's all right.
I can go check on him.
I think Elle trusts me enough to know that if I bring anyone, they're okay.
Does he now?
So, we talked a little bit after we talked. And a little bit after that. And I think he has good ideas. I think he needs more people to make sure the ideas don't cascade into, possibly teeth and nightmares. I don't think he's doing anything vindictively or without careful consideration. I don't know if that helps ease any discomfort in his actions or inactions, but I feel like there's something else there that I'm not going to say I trust him entirely, but I think, I don't know. He's very, at the very base value, base level, he's very valuable to us.
When you ask him about the mouth, try to ask it in a way that doesn't give away what it is, just to see if he has any. Do you know how to read faces?
Exactly what I was going to suggest.
I mean, sure.
I'll take that as a no, but try to look for, see if there's any recognition in his eyes when you ask about anything, about anything underground, under Hush Hollows. If he thinks there's anything down there.
Okay. Yeah.
Another reason why I think maybe taking Gretchen might be beneficial.
I'd feel better.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so me and Hector are going to see.
Well, Hector becomes Frankie, so.
Oh,
So
God,
it's-
no.
yeah.
It's happened.
Sorry, I spoiled the last twist. My bad. Me and Hector are gonna go see this Elle, and the rest of you, gonna go check on Frankie, get him out. Is that the current plan?
I think so.
Should I bring anything, Hector? Kind of like eyes the gun in the back.
Oh, maybe not that conspicuous, but
All right, and then kind of extends a hand. The sword appears and just dissipates again. I mean, that's
that's the best. Yeah. Then. Hector will send a mind ping because I think he can still do that.
Yeah.
With a book. And ask do you have time to spare to chat? There's something that came up, and I want your opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Can we meet somewhere?
Okay. Did you have a place in mind?
Is there a park? There's a park, right?
Yeah, there's
Somewhere in
probably a
town?
park somewhere.
Okay. Oh. There's a
Sorry.
there's a nice wooded place by the library in town. We can meet
Yeah.
there.
Okay. What time works for you?
I look over to Gretchen. Do we want to go now?
Shrugs.
Ping back. As soon as is convenient.
I can be there in about half an hour. Is it going to be all of your friends again, or?
No, just myself and a very close acquaintance. Very, very close. They're fine.
Girl charm.
Oh God. But I don't wanna. But what if I just say that I succeed? But not with a 5, I don't.
You hear there's a hesitance. I mean, you're welcome to bring whoever you'd like, but if it's anything like the last exchange of information I had with your colleagues, I worry how much work will get done.
I think this one will be different.
Okay.
I will hang up that phone call and say, okay, well, about 30 minutes we can go and chat. I'll go get some things. I'll go downstairs and get some things.
What are you getting down there?
Oh,
Not the fire gun, please.
but consider, needs more field testing.
Is this the situation for field testing? Sure. I mean, whatever
You
makes you
have
feel safe.
authority.
I don't know this guy. I don't know. You told me not to bring my gun, but you're bringing a flamethrower. Okay.
May have said that he could take a look at it, but it's fine. It might not even come out. And I'm just gonna go downstairs without anybody else saying anything.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. It's great.
It's fine.
Hector's walking away, and Andromeda's just like, yeah, sure, it's great. We're just gonna show the guy a flamethrower. It's fine.
Okay, and you guys split off your separate ways. We'll go to Frankie first. Frankie, Andromeda, and Roisin all meet in the hospital. Frankie, you are feeling a little bit better. Your leg is still a little jacked up, but you got painkillers.
Hey.
Hey.
Roisin got a sweet cafeteria waffle.
Truly, she's like wolfing down something. She's like, hey guys, what's up?
What you
Don't
doing
forget to
here?
hydrate. Just checking up on you.
I'm fine. This is it's the second time I've been hospitalized this week, so I think that means I'm healthy, right? People go to hospitals to stay healthy. I am doing great.
Your blood is still inside you.
Yeah, it's where it's supposed to be.
Right. Well, your bleeding's internal, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told them about last night. I
Yeah.
thought they should know about, you know.
Yeah.
Dry mouth and excessive teeth.
Yeah. Not a good time at all.
sounds like actually one of your worst Tuesday nights.
Yeah. Definitely should need to go back there, though.
Yeah. Hopefully
We should-
plan.
We should see if there's any other entrances.
Yeah, we could walk the woods and see if there's another hatch. Okay.
Well, I don't know that you'll be walking just yet, but
I got my hockey stick.
excellent.
There is a crutch like next to the bed.
And I got a
He's
crutch.
gonna ignore that. He's gonna just use his hockey stick.
Frankie says, I got a crutch too in case the hockey stick doesn't work out.
Perfect.
Okay. You check Frankie out and begin your woods walk. Is that your plan?
Yeah, there really isn't anywhere else to go to, like, research, right? It's pretty much all.
There are some odd books in the basement, but there's not a huge like compendium or anything. You might get lucky, but there's probably not.
None of us have the expert playbook.
It's true. That's very true.
I think our plan should be Andromeda, you kick the thing's ass.
It sounds like this thing didn't really respond to violence
I broke its
in
tooth.
the ways that, you know. Okay, well, it's got a lot of other teeth.
Yeah, but I wasn't like even trying to hurt it, you know what I'm saying?
I was.
Well,
It didn't even, I mean, granted, I'm not particularly strong, but it didn't respond to things that evil things should respond to. I don't know what that means.
Maybe it's not, like, inherently evil.
Maybe it wasn't real.
oh no, it was definitely
that.
real. Come on, you think it was an illusion?
I don't know. That place was weird.
It was
I have blood on my
underground.
hands.
It was underground. It's massive. Did it smell like rotting? Like what?
What did it smell like? Sir? Keeper?
Oh, me? I believe fetid was the word I used.
Go. Right. I just wanted to hear you say that again.
Is that a smell?
Cool.
I don't remember that word means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rotting.
Smell bad. It smelled real bad.
there you go.
So like rotting stuff.
Yeah.
So if it's underground, smells rotted. Didn't respond to stuff that evil things should react poorly to. I mean, decomposition is just a.
Oh my god, was that a zombie? Like a really big zombie?
Maybe it's just something that is decomposing stuff that's there.
Wait,
Yeah.
the whole thing was made out of flesh. I mean, like the tunnels.
The whole tunnels are made of flesh.
It was dirt, but like it was, there were weird fleshy bits.
It's like eating stuff, you know what I mean? It's full of dead stuff. That's what I think. It's like a composter.
Remember in that movie that came out not that long ago, where they flew that spaceship into like a little cave in an asteroid, but it
Yeah.
turned out that inside that was just a massive space worm.
Yeah. Star
No.
Wars.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even know
the
what that
one.
is.
Came out real recently.
I've
Never
tried to
heard
get
of
you to
it.
go with me, and you won't. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, worms decompose stuff.
Do worms have teeth?
Some do.
Big teeth?
I don't know.
Long
There's this
tongues?
book I read called Dune, and it's got like sandworms in it. I know that it's not like it's science fiction, of course, but like those worms have teeth, and they live in the sand, and they probably have dry mouths.
I'm
Okay.
not hungry anymore.
None of us are scientists, right? So I don't know, you know, should we be standing here speculating?
I'm a supernaturalist.
Oh, okay, so you know what this thing is?
No.
Okay then, so should we be standing here speculating?
I think it's kind of fun, but no, we don't have to. It's not furthering the plot in any way.
Yeah, it's all good and fun. I'm just saying, it just hasn't yielded us a lot of success. Let's say if we were also other people who used to do that in a different timeline.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you guys you check Frankie out with his hockey stick, and you begin to get in the car to find wherever you're going to start your perimeter search, probably starting at Meaty Morsels, going out from there. Hector, you arrive at the park with Gretchen in tow. Is there anything you guys say on the way, specifically? Doesn't have to be.
I would fill her in a bit on who this person is, as much as I can remember. About
okay, so you're
who
not
they
holding
are.
anything specifically back?
No, and I think I'm actually going to tell her. I'm going to tell her pretty much everything. I'm going to tell her about the first conversation I had with him, talking about how I didn't want to have Frankie involved at all. And I'll tell her about all the conversations that we had after that, including the one last night, where to catch the rest of the crew up. I'll do it in character. So yesterday, we had a conversation with Elle, and we tried an experiment, and I don't know the best way to describe it, but it was kind of like I was inside of his body, but also I could see everything through. I couldn't control anything, but he and I were in the same body. I was in his body.
Does that sound safe? It doesn't for me personally.
It did hurt.
Especially.
I tried to move and it did hurt, but
yeah, I mean that's probably a cause for some concern.
He didn't make me do it though.
You just hopped on in to say hello.
I mean, I would. Curiosity has it tickled me terribly in this whole endeavor with Elle and everything.
What did Elle say about that? I mean, was this an unusual occurrence or?
From what I remember, I think he's done it before. I don't know if the people he throws himself into know that he's there.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, he seems a little suspect. Yeah, I can see where the others have their concerns. How do you want me to, be a little quiet for this? You want me to grill the guy? What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what he can do. He has a whole list of things that he wants to do. He's obviously talented in ways that I was not quite anticipating. So, I don't know. I trust you to I don't know. I trust you. That's why I wanted you here.
I trust you too. I mean, magic's not exactly my strong suit, but I'll be here for support if something goes haywire. I mean, not like the Shadow Wolves are not a planning group. We are a reactionary force, if time has told us anything.
We should probably work on that in the
the future.
Yeah, we'll have
No.
a big group meeting and a whiteboard and
Yeah.
jot out some
Maybe
goals.
take like a seminar on, communication and planning. That'll be future things.
And you guys pull up to the park. Do you stay in the car or you get out?
Depends if he's already there.
He's not.
Okay. I'll wait for a little bit. If he doesn't show up in like a couple of minutes or so, then I'll get out and kind of walk around, see if maybe he walked here or something like that.
As you walk around for a little bit, you do see him with fairly well dressed, as you have initially seen, black hair, shorter, and he walks up to you.
Hello.
And looks to Gretchen.
This is Gretchen.
Pleasure, and extends her hand, and he shakes it, nods.
So, a question for you. You've done a lot of studies on this town, the weirdness in this town, right?
Yeah. That's Gretchen's voice. Yes, I have. Sorry, 2 NPCs. Here we go. Yes, I have.
Gretchen can be the strong silent type in the conversation. It's fine. Have you ever noticed anything odd under the town?
Roll plus charm, as his eyes dart to Gretchen.
But my charm is so not good. Let me make sure I don't have anything good. I don't have anything that helps with that. It's fine. 7.
That is a mixed success.
Yes.
He looks to you after his eyes dart to Gretchen, and he says, I look forward to our exchange of information, as we had discussed before, but that this is a piece of information I'd rather keep between us. No offense, he looks to Gretchen.
Hector will turn to Gretchen, and could you go wait in the car? We'll be fine.
I think she tries to read your face for a little bit and sees that you seem serious and nods, but is going to get into a position where she can still see you both from the car.
I'll just kind of like as she goes to leave, just like not really grab her hand, but just kind of like brush against her arm and like give it a little squeeze.
Yeah, she squeezes you back.
And after she kind of walks off, we'll turn back to Elle, and
You more comfortable now?
Yeah, significantly, yes, based on our last interaction. Why are you asking this specifically?
It just seems I know some things that you can do, not some things that you've learned about this place. I feel like it's a little bit, so far it's been a little bit one-sided in the exchange of information.
Oh.
Now, I'm not saying you tell me everything, just in general.
Well, last time no, I mean, once again, no rush, but I did discuss last time an experiment I wanted to perform. If you're willing to perform that, then I would be willing to give you this information.
I had planned to try that this morning. Things got a little interesting, so... Here? Now? Right now? Here?
Looks around. It's fairly empty. We could try it here. I'm also open to going back to my home and trying it there, and you doing it wherever. And we can contact usual ways if it doesn't work.
I think. Why wait? You know?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, do it. Try it. Roll plus weird.
Okay.
As you're doing this, he says yes, but he is walking off a little bit because that's what he thinks would be. But I think he walks to like a bench like 10 feet away.
Okay. Cool.
Who? That's a fat 6.
You don't really. Here's what happens. A 6 is a failure, so that's not great.
Mm-hmm.
How do you try? Like, what do you try to do, Hector, in this moment?
So Hector's never done anything magically related, I don't think, in his life. But I think he tries to tap into that weird, like, headache / nausea feeling that he's had a couple of times, trying to remember what Elle looked like when not in their presence, and when they were in his, like, weird headspace. But they try to channel that, and then they just try really hard to, like, focus on moving to Elle without literally moving their body. That's as best as they can do.
You feel pressure behind your eyes as you do this, and you see Elle kind of looking at you, studying you a little bit, and then you puke. You just bend over and puke.
Good.
And you feel like it's hard. You stumble a little bit, and you take 1 harm.
Oh, cool. I'm unstable again.
You're not unstable from this, no.
Cool, I'm back to 4 harm. Good.
You cannot be
Good. Okay, good. That's good. That's great.
But you don't feel good, and he walks up to you. Are you?
I don't think that didn't. Whatever that didn't. What it didn't.
I see that. I think like Gretchen is like looking at you like from the car, like.
Like I'm like tripoded, like leaning on my knees, and I'll just look over and just and looking back to Elle.
How do you get it to work?
Practice, and I mean, I think I've always had some sort of innate talent for it.
All right. How would you explain it to someone who doesn't exactly have innate talent for something like that? Because I can practice as much as I want, but if I keep throwing up like this, it will damage many parts of myself.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to do that. I'd start with maybe meditation, I think is the closest thing that I could describe it to, maybe.
Okay.
I think Hector's gonna go sit down on that bench.
Yeah, he sits next to you. So, knowing about this town, and specifically, what was your question? One more time. And he's studying you as he says this.
The town is weird.
I think we established that pretty early on, yes.
Right. Have you done anything with under the town?
No, I have not done anything under the town. But I also have some reasons that has been something I'd like to research further or look into, but haven't yet.
Any reasons you'd wish to divulge?
I think it would be easier to show you. If you return back to your home whenever, let me know and I can show you the ways before.
Why don't you just take me there?
Roll plus charm. Roll a very hard plus charm.
I'm not rolling in roll 20 because it is fucking me over. Plus charm, that is an 8.
Mixed. So he will do it for. He says, "Okay, but it's going to be just you and I." And looks to Gretchen.
I think Hector will also look towards Gretchen and is like visibly weighing the benefits versus the downsides. Okay.
Okay. And what do you say to Gretchen?
Jeez. Are we going now? Are we going?
We can.
Okay. I'll just tell her to. Am I gonna? I'll just go with you. Okay.
I mean, you can tell her.
I know I will. I'm just.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll go over to the car.
Are you? She's got like a small bottle of like car mouthwash. Do you need any? I got some gum too. It's Big Red. If you you puked, you vomit. Mouth.
No, I'm okay. I need you to trust me.
I do, yeah.
I am going to go and I need you to trust me that I'll be okay.
Okay. Like, do you want me to wait here? Or, I mean, do you feel safe?
The heavy question. I don't think he's going to hurt me.
Boy, that doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence the way you said that, but okay.
We need answers. Gretchen, we have nothing. We have teeth in the ground.
Yeah, I think she hesitates and thinks about it. If you think this is something you need to do and you need the answers. I mean, I've spent most of my life just hunting problems as they come up.
I think of this as part of our rebuilding strategy for our team. Maybe we try to head off problems before they become problems.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll stick around if you need anything.
Okay.
Do we have okay, there's no real way I'm going to be able to help you. If I don't know where you are, right? Okay, I'll be here. I'll wait for, till night. If you don't come back, I'm going to go get the rest of everyone and...
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. She squeezes your hand and kisses you if you consent.
Yeah. I will do the same. And I think as she squeezes his hand, she can definitely feel that there's definitely a tremble in his hand. He is exceptionally scared. But he smiles at her as he steps back and goes to Elle. Follow him wherever he's going.
He nods, and I think he nods to Gretchen, doesn't really wave, and nods to you, and then begins to walk off.
I will follow.
Okay. You follow as you guys walk for about 15 to 20 minutes through town. You eventually come to kind of at the probably the 1 p.m. on the clock of town, there is a subdivision. And you walk to a fairly nice townhome. And he gestures you in, and as you do, he looks like he did before. His hair is much longer and a little wilder. There is a bandage covering his left eye. It's unlocked after you.
Do you want me to actually look at that while I'm here?
He kind of smiles. No, you don't have to. It's fine.
Okay. And I will enter.
You enter. It's a fairly unassuming townhome. There's a living room, a TV, a kitchen, all kept in fairly nice condition. Doesn't look super well lived in, but also doesn't look like a fake show house either. He leads you around into the kitchen, and there is a wooden door that he opens up, and you see a wooden staircase leading down. He opens it for you, and as he does, you see there are runes inscribed all along the inside edge of this doorframe.
I'll tap on them as we are standing there. What?
Protection, so there's no unwanted visitors.
Thorough.
I try to be.
All right.
And he will go ahead of you this time. And you see a basement in this which is very familiar to you. You were here last night, just from different eyes. You see the same piles of books and papers and pens littered everywhere, just a mess, and scribbles and whiteboard erased and rewritten dozens and dozens of times.
It's smaller than it looked before.
Yeah, but it's a weird sensation. I could see that.
It's got like a fisheye sort of effect. It's weird.
I think is there anything you'd like to see?
Well, honestly, everything looks. This is
He smiles as you say that.
like a amusement park for me. This is the most information about the odd and the supernatural that I've ever seen collected in one place.
And you're just gunning to dive deeper, right?
Well, yeah.
Are you sure? And we cut to black immediately as he says that. There is sound of slow breathing and then muffled voices. Their words seem undistinguishable, but the tone is of concern. Then those fade away. Are you sure? We see Hector now, staring forward from the 80s. On one side, we see an odd glass tank with a strange glow within. On a table next to him, we see a large lumberjack head. The camera pans and we see L staring at him, his hand outstretched. Are you sure? And then we cut back to the basement. Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, what could possibly happen?
Oh, don't say that. He smiles and goes to one of his books. And he pulls out a piece of paper that is laminated on both sides. It looks unbelievably worn. And he's holding it close to him now. And he says, I know that someone else here, around here, knows about me and knows about what's going on. I found this on my doorstep about 1.5 years ago. And he flips it over. It is a drawing. It looks to be hundreds of years old. You see 3 crudely drawn figures Each of them have one hand clasping their neck, the other one outstretched, holding something. There seems to be liquid pouring down from their hands into the ground below. It goes down and down, intertwining, interlocking, before there is what looks to be a large, scratched out, just black ink in the center, about a large way beneath their feet.
That is, as my friend would say, wicked weird.
Yes, I thought so as well.
This was just on your doorstep?
It was. Not in this condition. It was rolled up inside of a cardboard tube. Unmarked.
So it's 3 figures, one hand.
One hand here
Each
and
on-
one hand outstretched.
Okay. And there's
Looks
just
to be
like
something
liquid
in their hands, and liquid pouring down into the ground.
into the ground, and it kind of like intertwines.
It coalesces.
and then
It intertwines and it coalesces into like what looks like someone took a pen and just kind of scratched. And there's like you can almost see the paper's almost like translucent at that point. Like you can see the
It's been
clear
like-
laminate underneath. It's been scratched so hard.
Okay.
So yes, I do think there is something underground here. I don't know the first way to go about really exploring it, or looking into it, but
Okay. Okay. I tell Elle what they saw underground.
I think he looks as you start telling the story, his eye gets wide. And as you continue, he goes and grabs another piece of scratch paper and begins kind of writing things and maybe doing a little bit of a sketch based on your description. That sounds massive. Terrible.
Yeah.
Where? Just underground somewhere?
They said there was a hatch in the woods. Did I write it down?
It's all they told you is in the woods in a hatch.
Yeah. I wrote it down. Hector doesn't know. But there were tunnels, or a tunnel, which makes me think maybe there's more than one. And if there is, if this is as old as it looks, then that means that weird things have been happening in this town for a very long time.
There's a good chance they have. I know their frequency has increased as of late.
What if it's the town? What if the town is drawing weirdness to it, literally?
And I think it's important to find out why.
I agree.
All right. Well, if you can show me this tunnel, I'd take a look. Beyond that, I could try. I mean, I can try some other things in the meantime.
I haven't tried this yet, but I'm going to try to reach out to Frankie with my brain pager.
Yeah, roll it.
I have to roll? Jeez.
Roll
okay.
plus weird.
Oh, good. All right.
7.
That is a mixed success.
Sure is.
You don't take any Okay, you don't take any damage.
Good.
Okay. You guys are team 2 is like sitting in the car, and you see Frankie just go limp. Frankie, your consciousness leaves your body, and you now see a basement in front of you, and a strange man, unrecognizable.
Can I fucking help you?
Hector, you hear this in your head, but not out loud.
Frankie.
How do you know my name? Sorry, that's a bad accent. How you?
How do you know my name?
Oh, do you know? Hey yo.
Hey, Frankie. It's Hector.
I know what Hector looks like. You're not him.
Frankie, you would notice you were looking at this person in front of you, and this person is not moving their mouth or anything, just kind of looking at you.
Frankie, I'm gonna wave my hand in front of my eyes.
Yeah, you do. And Frankie and Hector, you both hear. Are you okay?
Hang on, I say to Elle. Is that there was a mirror in here?
Yeah.
Last time, right?
Yeah.
I will walk over to that mirror.
Okay. You do, and Frankie, you can now see you can see Hector is your reflection.
Oh, hey Hector.
And you have no control over your body. You can just speak.
This royally sucks. And is super mondo not cool, Hector.
I heavily apologize. This was not exactly what I was trying to do, but an interesting side effect. So, where was this hatch?
Oh, it's so strange. I don't remember.
Do like at all?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Damn, that's a shame.
Yeah, it really is, Frankie.
Hey, maybe you could come see me in like the hospital or something, and then we could talk about it.
Are you still in the hospital?
Well, no, but you know, it'd be nice if you visited.
I was visiting someone else because of the teeth problem that that giant teeth problem you had last night.
Oh yeah, who were you visiting?
Elle.
Oh. Okay. I see. That would explain the mind stuff that's happening. Wow, that's a real positive influence you got there.
Do you know who's getting answers, Frankie? Someone here is getting answers, and I don't think it's you right now.
Oh, are they doing it by invading people's minds without their consent?
It was not. I was just trying to talk to you. This was not what it was supposed to be, and you can, if it's more comfortable, you can leave.
Impact over intent, my friend. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Bye.
Someone roll weird.
Someone?
Either Frankie or Hector, whoever's either you're trying to get rid of this consciousness or leave.
I guess it's up to you, Frankie.
You can do it.
Pop you out. Okay. Well, I hope this is fine. It's a 6. I did advance though. Listen, I did advance.
Frankie could try to help. Frankie, do you want to get out of there? That is an option.
Nah.
Cool. Fantastic. Take the failure.
Good. I advanced, so that's fine.
Okay, well, you advance. That's great.
Yeah.
Frankie, you're going to take 1 damage. You're not going to unstabilize.
Ew!
But what happens is you feel your consciousness begin to leave this body. But for a brief second, it splits 3 ways. You can see out of your eyes in the car. You can see yourself in the mirror looking as Hector, and you can see as a figure looking at Hector before you come to yourself in the car.
Oh man, there are 2 wolves inside of me. They're both Frankie. So yeah, I come back to the end of the car. I'm like, oh!
Yeah, you see he's like you can see the muscles in his neck and his veins like gorge as he comes back.
I hate that. How much time passed?
Like whatever real time. So that was like what, a minute?
Oh, so that happened in real time. It wasn't like time was different
wasn't
or
an
anything.
instant. No.
Okay.
God, he slumped over for like a minute.
Yeah.
I hate that. Roisin would have like been absolutely like digging in her bag, like I need to find healing something.
He was driving. Was he not?
You turned it on our back in our back in the hospital.
Oh,
Andromeda's like grabbing the wheel, stressed out as hell.
It's just chaos. It's that scene from Community.
Frankie, you come back to this. This is what you see as you come back.
When Troy comes back and he's like, "What?"
The nurse is still out there with the wheelchair that I just left.
Yeah. Her eyebrows raised.
Something's on fire somewhere.
Okay, well,
Oh, I'm sorry that I passed out while driving. Hector used mind powers to talk to me, and it apparently shut down my central nervous system.
wait, Hector did what?
Yeah, used the mind powers that he's got. He's hanging out with Elle. Really nice move for him. Anyway,
Hector has mind powers?
well, yeah.
Were you in a mind palace?
No. I know what a memory palace or a mind palace is. It was like something else.
Oh.
None of that was.
Did Andromeda know that Hector could do mind stuff?
No, this would be no news for all of
This-
you
okay,
about
that's what I
anything
thought.
like this.
Oh.
Anyway, he wanted to know where the hatchet was, but yeah, I didn't feel like telling him.
He was there and he with Elle and Gretchen and said
I didn't see Gretchen
Huh?
there.
Sorry, what?
I didn't see no Gretchen.
left with Gretchen.
Okay, but I didn't see no Gretchen.
Well, but I don't understand how that works.
There was someone. I heard another voice, but it wasn't Hector's. And Hector told me he was Elle, so I'm assuming it was Elle and Hector, and not Gretchen.
But you didn't recognize him from last night?
It was all shadowy and weird.
Oh.
Like your visions? Have you ever seen his face before?
Who?
Elle.
I've only seen Elle's face in person.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that now. As each of you discuss this, as you try to think back to that meeting last night, all of you get nauseous and a brief bout of vertigo as you try to remember what Elle looks like.
Oh, well, isn't that fucking interesting?
Okay, we're gonna cut his head off, right? We're all agreed? Fuck that kid!
Isn't that very just so interesting?
Elle fucking sucks. Impact over intent, my friends.
And I'm feeling less and less bad for how Andromeda handled that situation.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad.
As the minutes go by.
I'm feeling bad for de-escalating and not letting you just decapitate him right then and there.
I think Andromeda would have gotten there eventually.
To whip out that dire flail and go to town.
Yep. Well,
Okay, well that felt weird. Did anybody else feel that when they tried to remember Elle's supremely punchable but
yep.
unidentifiable
Okay, well,
face?
I'm officially pissed.
Yeah.
Worried.
Worried too.
My only other thought is we could Call Hector. Well, wait, cell phones don't exist. Well, they sort of exist, but they're not like what they were.
Beeper.
Massive and expensive, and they
And
never
a
work
fax.
well.
We could beat Hector and tell him where to meet us because we're going to the hatch. That's all I thought. Other than that, no, I don't want to let him know.
So we're going back down there?
Oh, is that not where we headed right now? I forgot.
I thought the plan was to look for like other entrances.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
And speculate as we do it.
Sure.
Okay. You guys turn around once more to head to back to Meaty Morsels to begin your patrol of the woods. It's been maybe like this didn't take very long. It's still midday. Yeah, you guys take to the woods.
Sorry.
Anyone can roll and investigate if they like, or you can just try to do something in the woods if you have a better plan than that.
I could do that, or if someone else has a thought, they could do that. I'm open.
Is this a plus sharp roll?
This will be plus sharp.
I would love to.
I could. Oh God, I would rather you roll weird. We can read it.
Do it.
I was saying I could roll the sharp, but
Go
if
for
you
it.
want to do it,
No, go for it.
are you sure? Yeah.
You can both roll it. I mean, it's not. It doesn't have to be one.
Nah. I was just messing around.
Yes, a 9.
Yeah. This is just kind of general exploring. You walk around for a while. You don't see any other things that look like. You see some brush that you guys clear away, but nothing that like stands out in the exact same way as that hatch. There doesn't seem to be anything that stands out in the same way. Someone else can roll as well.
At this as Hector is, so I don't know. Does anyone smell the fetid breath
No.
coming from this?
Fetid breath. I hate that a whole
I hate
bunch.
it so much.
If you said someone else can roll, I'll roll. I mean, since it was
Yeah,
said
you can.
with my plus 0. 8.
Oh,
Good. You with Andromeda and Frankie, you both kind of just look. Your plan is kind of just to look around, as far as I can tell. And you do, and you don't see anything that really looks like the hatch. I think. Is there a limit to how long you guys walk? Like how many hours you guys
I think
spending
we'd
this?
spend an hour or two. Also, one of the things that Frankie is gonna do is he's gonna get on the ground and like point his light across the ground, and he's
that's interesting.
gonna look for moments where the light changes.
Okay, I like that. That's specific.
Andromeda was just looking for like signs of decay.
You don't find any signs of decay. But I think you're looking for that. Roshin, are you contributing at all to this? Or are you just kind of chilling?
I think actually, if the two of them are involved in like looking for the hatch, I think I probably would pull my my sniper rifle out and just occasionally. I'm just scanning. He almost died in a mouth. I'm just gonna look around to make sure there's not anything hiding.
As you, so
Waiting
2
to
p.m. on a
consume
Tuesday,
us.
you pull out your
Died in a
sniper
mouth.
rifle in the public woods.
Near that, it's fine.
People hunt there all the time.
Yeah.
And sniper rifles are a totally appropriate thing to hunt
It's
with.
legal.
South Dakota. It's not like it's
Nice.
regulated.
Yeah. You do this for a little while. The one that yields. Wait, what did you get,
Jeez.
Roshin? Did you roll?
Do you want me to? I can.
Nah, you don't have to.
Okay.
Frankie, what you get after doing this for you guys do this for the better part of 2 hours, getting close to 3. The light begins to bend and warp just a little bit as you begin to approach a well.
Hey, you see that? You see what the light's doing there? I'm like fucking Lassie with this thing.
Well, hopefully not thoroughly like Lassie, and that no one has fallen into this well. Has anyone fallen into this well?
I don't. I'll go over and point my flashlight down.
It goes for the light goes down, and you don't see any bottom.
Jesus.
Oh.
There's no
Toss
bottom.
a pebble in.
Damn it.
There's no bottoms out here. That's a tragedy. Most. If you cruise,
Andromeda tosses a pebble into the well.
if you cruise, if you cruise woods long enough, you usually find a bottom.
Usually.
It falls for quite a while before you hear a very little sound. Like it fell for quite a long
What
time.
kind of sound?
Like it hit some sort of liquid.
Liquid? So like a significant amount of liquid?
No.
Like a plop into the...
Not a hard
like a
plop, more of a
plink?
plip, more of a plip than a plop, if you will.
Only one way to find out. Diving neck first, yeah.
Like a lot of words in this episode.
I know you think that that's a distinction that means something, but...
It's not a plop. It does not sound like it is a lot of liquid. I'll give you that.
Okay, alright, well...
Give me 1 second while you guys debate this.
Was it more of a bloop, or 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 bloop?
Can't do it. I can't do it. It's not working. I'm sorry. Can't pop it.
Damn it.
Close enough. I'm back.
Okay.
Discuss among yourself for like a minute.
Cool. I mean, we could just dive head first, and if one of us breaks our neck, we know it's a shallow well.
Let's not do that.
I don't think it's wise to dive headfirst into any kind of well.
What did you drop down there? Like a rock?
A pebble of some
pebble.
sort, like size, I don't know.
We drop like anyone got some rope. Are we in D&D party or not?
Alas, I do not have my 30, 50, whatever the fuck it is,
50 foot.
50 feet of hempen rope.
I got this chain weapon, and that's what I've got.
I've got a hockey I'm using as a crutch.
Does anybody have any light?
Yeah, flashlight. That's how I
No, light,
Oh.
like fire.
Yeah, I got my lighter.
Can't you make
Okay.
fire with magic?
Yeah, but I don't throw fireballs.
Oh, okay.
But what if we lit something on fire to watch to see if we could get any sense of how far it goes down?
I could drop my flashlight in there.
But no. What burns really well?
Oh, you could burn my shirt. I could be shirtless and hot fighting monsters.
Sure, we don't have to burn your shirt though. You could just do that.
You just rip a sleeve off. Assuming the Frankie even has sleeves that haven't been torn off yet.
True.
Are we going neck first to the plan?
Yeah,
No,
that's
we're
it.
gonna
We're all,
light something on fire and toss it down there and see what
the
happens.
three of us
Okay.
are diving all at the same time.
Head
Holding
first.
heads head first. Okay. What are you lighting on fire to drop down?
There's branches and shit all around here.
Okay.
It's woods. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
dried-
there's plenty of stuff.
But I try to fashion it into something that will maintain its burning, so it's not like lighting a twig and dropping it.
Okay.
We're going like a hunk to see if we can see how far down it actually
Sure,
goes.
you take a small pliable green twig and just wrap it around and make
You make your little
bundle.
twig
light it on
branch
fire.
ball and light it on fire.
Yeah.
It lights the way for maybe what seems like maybe 15 feet. And then you see the light, the flames and the light stretch out, making almost a halo around it before evaporating.
Hate that.
It's wicked weird.
Okay.
I think we've seen enough here, actually.
We found an alternate entrance.
Well, this town is fucked. How far away is this from the hatch that you found?
You guys went more south. It is about a 15 to 20 minute walk away.
What kind of well is this?
It looks old and stone.
Does it have a top or no?
Yes.
It does. Wooden top?
Yes.
Are there any markings anywhere on this well?
No. You can tell from first glance it is old. It does seem to be at least a couple hundred years old.
Boy, howdy.
So this is like a mile away from the other one.
Yeah, mile and a half, I'd say.
Because like a 15-20 minute hike in woods is probably about, what, a mile? Mile 2?
A little bit more, yeah.
2 miles.
2.2 miles.
Precisely.
2.015 miles.
All right. It's over a mile long.
Yeah.
There's an area of effect that's over a mile in radius.
Yeah. I think we floated out this idea before, but I think it's all like that down there. Like, not every square inch, but a lot of it.
You mean like under the whole town?
Yeah,
Under the woods, so all of it?
It's weird. It's wicked weird here, isn't it?
I think it's a network.
To where else?
Around.
But also why?
Yeah, where and why?
I've never seen some place that bends light. That means that it's manipulating the space.
Yeah.
That means I don't know what's... Does that... I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, well, we're not the only ones, apparently.
I mean, I found that hatch. There's got to be something in there other than the toothy mouth.
I mean, does there have to be something else besides that?
Yeah,
There's a tunnel.
because I found it from my luck move.
What's that mean?
I'm gonna be really upset if the only thing in there was an encounter. Just a monster. no point in defeating it or overcoming it. Just a monster down there. I will leave. I will leave the Zoom call. I will end the stream, and you will never see me here again.
Somebody clip that. Yeah.
No, but you know, my gut is telling me that. You know, I know I'm not the chosen one or nothing, but I saw it's instinct. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm there. We're on the verge of something. But besides, Elle wants to know where it is, so there you go.
My concern is that there are things down there that we can't see, but that still exist. So I don't know if that means that there's converging planes down there, if it's just weird magic.
Well, I can bring like my night goggles or something. Which I have.
Cool.
With the deliveries.
Yeah. It's so I can see addresses at night.
So you can see the light bending at night then. Okay, all right. Okay, hang on.
What would that do to night vision?
I don't know.
You can find out. I've got binoculars and night vision in my van. Don't make it weird or nothing. I'm a pizza delivery guy, and those are actually things that pizza delivery guys have.
Well, I mean out here in like the woods where people's driveways are like half a mile long. I guess that makes sense.
You wouldn't believe how many of them don't have their address on mailboxes. It's fallen off because the mailboxes are so old.
Yeah.
Okay, night vision isn't really a pizza delivery boy thing, but binoculars actually are a pizza delivery boy thing.
We're not questioning it. It's fine. We're just learned a lot about you, Frankie.
Yep. We're not questioning.
I've also
Allowed.
I've got rope and cuffs.
And a bunch of zip ties.
You got a shovel in there too?
Yeah, and a lime. Also, I'm a serial killer.
Also,
I just can't stop. I think I quit for a while, and then the impulse and the intrusive thoughts. And there I go killing again.
Amazing.
oh no.
It's like an addiction.
Once you pop, you just can't stop.
The real villain of the campaign.
And this is how you find out my grand reveal. Frankie's night vision goggles.
Amazing.
It was the clue you all missed.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
Okay. Well,
As you stand around this well debating what to do next, we'll go back to Hector
Please.
in the basement.
Please save us from ourselves.
Oh, but I won't.
Are you okay?
Well, it worked.
Kind of cocks an eye.
I reached out to Frankie and accidentally brought Frankie here.
Roll plus charm.
I don't wanna. It was a 5. I shouldn't have done it on roll 20, and I did.
You see, I think the first thing you see is you see a flash of concern and anger across his eyes as he, I think, raises his hand a little bit and then kind of
Was just trying to see if he would tell me where that hatch was, and he was being more than difficult. It was an accident.
while I don't approve of you bringing people here, but asking, I am impressed you were able to do it with Frankie and not me. That is fascinating. And he grabs the piece of paper is still in his hand. He begins scribbling on.
I've known him longer than you. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe, perhaps. Did he say anything or ask anything?
No, I think he was being purposely difficult.
Well, please let me know how he responds when you talk to him. I didn't really intend for him to see me.
You may have mentioned this before, and I only ask because it's when I try to see you when I'm not here, I can't. Why?
What do you mean here?
When I'm not standing in front of you, and I try to remember what you look like, I can't.
Oh, and you would know it's you can't remember the form that he showed everyone where he's got like shorter black hair, well nicely dressed. That you don't remember. When you leave, you do remember the longer hair and the bandaged eye.
Oh.
And a minute. Being anonymous kind of, I can't say that word. Being anonymous does lend itself. It is a small town. I don't necessarily want people knowing who I am or what I do. I don't trust them or know them.
Didn't really answer the question. I get the
why, the how. Oh, it's same as everything else. Magic.
Okay. I'm a very practical person, so just saying, "Oh, it's magic," is nothing. That's nothing. It's nothing to me.
Okay. I can try to explain a little further and show you, if you'd like.
That would be very interesting.
Okay. Grab a seat, and he offers you a chair.
I shall seat.
He sits next to you, and he begins explaining pretty in depth about like what what he feels when he does this, how he is able to do it. You could roll plus charm if you'd like to, depending on how much you want to get. There will be something if you fail, but you might get something good if you succeed.
At the very least, I'll get experience that I'm sure will be handy. I will try to roll plus charm.
Come on, dice.
11.
Very good. He kind of smiled and said, all right, I'll give you the in-depth course. Maybe a doctorate, if you will. Gives you a smile. And that's where we fade to black. As we end the first part of this 2-part finale that went on a little longer than I thought. So we will finish up for sure next week.
Wait, howdy, how juicy, though.
Everyone can say your name, where we can find you, and your favorite moment. We will start with Andromeda. Alexis.
Hello, I'm Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato. And here Saturday for Cold Suns. I sure have a least favorite moment, and that's L. All of it.
Fair.
All of L. Hate it. Hate it. Yeah. Also the moment where we realized that the light was bendy for well over a mile. That was not. All right. Well, yes, that's me. It's me, Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter, and you can find me here on Tuesdays, and you can find me over at Mythos Mystery Society sometimes. Favorite moment from tonight? Other than every time we all just unravel briefly, I've been really grateful for those moments during these trying times. But I think actually, it was the moment that the second group of us couldn't quite remember what L looked like, and when we all got nauseous trying to remember. That was like the biggest, oh fuck moment, I think. Matthew.
Hi, folks. I'm Matthew. I don't know why I just forgot my last name. I'm Matthew Foreman.
Matthew something.
Yeah, Matthew. I'm not sure. I'm Matthew Dice Priori. I'm Matthew Foreman. You can find me here at Twitch TV/Dice Priori. I'll be on Cold Suns this Saturday playing Drake. And then you can find me over at my own channel, Twitch TV/Matt Foreman, where I stream retro games and Dead by Daylight as a survivor. You can come there and watch me learn how to loop and juke the killer, and then you'll probably learn some things in the process, like window tech and tractor tech and a couple other tricks I picked up along the way. My favorite moment, I think that, everything that everyone mentioned was great. I think I really liked the beginning. That was a very strong way to start the show, and the monster and stuff was really cool. And it's always fun to see Roisin bust out the magic and have Emma explain things. And like when she was like, chili pepper, like evil things don't like chili pepper, I was like, I feel good about myself because I really like spicy food. That means I'm not evil. I actually had that thought.
Try to feed Hector. See what happens.
Yeah. Hey, Hector, you want this spicy chimichanga? And with that, I'll kick it over to Maria.
That's me. Hello, I'm Maria. You can find me on the internet at HappyCapster on Twitter, also here on Twitch. I also stream 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, doing various games and art and other sorts of things. You can also find what I do at Society Goblins on Twitter, where you can buy our book. It's over there in the darkness. But also we're working on another book, so you can see all the things that we're doing over there. I too stream sometimes on Mythos Mystery Society. And yeah, my favorite moment was the in the middle, the Are You Sure's I literally was like writing notes frantically, and my stomach just dropped like instantly. It was so good. It was so amazing. And Ty.
I'm Ty. You can find me here on Tuesdays. You can find me at Mythos Mystery Society, where this Thursday, Tom is running his very first scenario. It is a Teens in Space scenario. Oh, yes, we will do closing moves. Do we conclude the current mystery? Not yet. Do we save someone from certain death? Frankie, but we don't really count that. Did we learn something new or important? Yes, for sure, I would say. And new or important about the hunters? Yes, for sure as well.
We have saved one innocent bystander, and that's all we'll get
Forever.
forever and ever.
Because we don't count. That's always my favorite.
Yep, because we don't count.
Correct.
Saving ourselves doesn't count.
Yeah, so that is the finishing moves. This Thursday we will be on Mythos Mystery Society doing a Teens in Space with Tom's very first run as a GM. And then I think this weekend Dave is streaming a board game or something. And I think there's a chance tomorrow we will be getting our Arkham Horror card game, our new campaign. There's a chance we'll be starting that again. The Innsmouth Conspiracy. So we hope to be starting that tomorrow. My favorite moment, there was a lot of them, everyone mentioned. I also liked when everyone realized the thing about Elle, because that's something Hector realized like 3 episodes ago. It just was a secret that was good that Hector knew and no one else did. I enjoyed that. And that's it.
Cool. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Be sure to follow the channel if you aren't already. If you're already following, consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, consider gifting subscriptions. We appreciate you all joining us tonight. We're going to go ahead and raid our merch man, So Matty Games. They're doing some tabletop RPG content, so go show them some love. We'll see you Saturday for Cold Suns, and we'll see you here next week for Monster of the Week. Bye!